Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I'm Bill, and excuse my quarantine hair. Julia had some fun with her little hair ties today. It helps keep the hair out of my face and not use any gel. So I'm running out of gel, and I don't want to go to the store, so if I don't have to. But anyway, I digress. We've got Q on a Discord call here, and Q and I did my first IFR flight last night in 53176. It was freaking awesome, and I wanted to debrief with Q on the stream. So we don't really have any plan on this debrief, but I wanted you guys to just kind of be a fly on the wall between Q and I talking about first time being fully IFR. Obviously I had simulated instrument time going through the private stuff, but this was really the first lesson and experience with IFR flying. So we chose Ramona because it is the closest cross-country airport to John Wayne. So it's perfect for time building. There's I think 3 or 4 approaches into Ramona that we can use. So if we go back to Ramona, which I suspect we will because it was actually really cool, it's a good airport to mix in some different approaches. So Q, how did last night go?
I think it went just swimmingly, I would say. It was a pretty good flight, very smooth. Readback was a little interesting at first there, but you caught your own mistake, which is good.
Yeah, I caught the mistake in the middle of making the mistake, and I just decided to power through it, knowing that it was going to eventually be circle back at some point.
I, as a current and proficient instrument pilot, and many other current and proficient jet pilots on frequency, you will hear frequently have those moments during our readbacks. It happens to the best of us. But I'd say definitely using PilotEdge makes you nice and smooth with the first ever instrument readback there.
I actually have my scratch pad still saved from that. And I have it queued up. Let's listen to. I mean, since we're starting with the readback, we'll just play the audio from the actual flight, picking up that instrument. And I even mentioned what I was going to say, which is we filed a tech route, which can be as easy as Coastal Papa 32, basically as filed. But we got a full route clearance, which was fun to do, but it kind of, I wasn't 100% prepared for it, and as a result, this happened.
And it's hotel.
Visual approach is runway 20, right in use.
Okay.
Landing and departing runway 20, right and 20.
And we're going to go to 18-0 instead of...
Use caution for bird activity.
You can actually use 2185.
You have?
Use caution for multiple crane various quadrants.
I'll try 18.
Advise.
Just to see how that feels. It's going to feel weird.
Feel official.
Okay. So this is my first IFR clearance readback. Yeah. I'm pretty excited. Let's see. And this is going to be hopefully not hopefully, but this is going to be a pretty simple tech route. But okay, here we go. Joey clearance. Good evening, Skyhawk 53176. Information Hotel IFR Ramona.
Here we go.
53176, clear touch tempo.
Bye. Waits faster.
Man, you can't hear the engine at all. It's like super quiet. Yeah, we were at night too.
I got some nerves. Like good nerves. Like I'm excited. He's just going to tell me cleared as filed. I'm like, damn it.
53176, clear the Ramona Airport, Muscle 8 departure. Radar vectors, Victor 23, Oceanside, Victor 208, Julian, direct. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4722.
Oh, he gave me the full route. Skyhawk 53176, clear to Ramona via the Muscle departure. Radar vectors Victor 23, Oceanside, Victor 208, Julian. Climb maintain 5,000, expect 7,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawking 4722, Skyhawk 53176.
Cessna 176 on the readback. I need the muscle and verify the muscle 8 departure, not just the muscle departure.
Yeah, we got muscle 8 departure, Skyhawk 53176.
176, thank you. Readback, correct. Contact tower for taxi 126.82.
Tower for taxi 268, Skyhawk 176, thanks.
I blanked on muscle 8, and I just like, let's read it, let's get through it.
I knew that was coming too.
Yeah, it's cool that he actually has to say muscle 8.
All right, so
very cool. Okay, that felt off.
all right, so that was exactly how I remembered it happening.
That's exactly how it happened. I'd like you to show the stream your scratch pad and see if anyone can understand that chicken scratch.
Yeah, I've got it up right now. Yeah, so I added the 8 in there after he said it, but it's what it's what I've been doing on PilotEdge, and I didn't change anything that I was doing. I know there's like a ton of different tutorials on the best way to, do your craft and whatever. But, I put Ramona in there first because I know we're going to Ramona. Just one less thing to have to write and catch up to him talking. And then it was the muscle, and I wrote muscle, and then I stopped because he said radar vectors. So I've got the little arrow, which every time I put an arrow, it's either radar vectors or direct, which it's kind of confusing, I guess. But I think it's clear when it's direct. Victor 23, Oceanside. It's O, but I meant C, so whatever. Oceanside, Victor 208, and then that little scribble next to 208 is Julian, and then 5,000, then 7,000, and the rest is pretty easy. Now I briefed that route a number of times, so that helps as well if like Julian, that little scribble to remind me that it's kind of looks like a JL. So if you brief the route, I feel like it makes the readbacks a little bit easier if you know at least what's around you. But yeah, and good thing is you'll become more and more familiar with local SIDs and stars and their numbers and such as you fly more. Yeah, and like I said, I blanked on muscle 8 because the SID that I've gotten the most on PilotEdge is the Hero 3. So I heard 8, and I just was like, as I was reading it back, my brain froze and like, crap, is it 8 or 3?
See, the muscle 8's the only instrument departure I've ever flown out of John Wayne. The 2 times I've gotten departures, yesterday being one of them.
Yeah. Well, we found out today, as an amendment to some of the PilotEdge standard operating procedures for pistons. So from now on, if you're flying a piston IFR out of John Wayne on PilotEdge, you'll either get the muscle 8 or the 220 departure, and that was from this flight. We talked to one of the controllers out of John Wayne, tower controller, and confirmed that the piston singles will get the muscle 8 if you're departing to the south. So that's going to be an update that came from this flight. It's cool flying a SID in a piston like that. That was cool. I was half expecting, a radar vector, that 175 departure heading out of there, and they don't do that. And it was cool to actually pull up that SID plate.
Yeah, that was definitely a good experience there for you to actually have to brief the departure procedure as well.
So it was a little bit of an atypical in both respects. Like, it was not a typical straight IFR flight. You were instructing along the way. It wasn't a straight instruction flight because it was kind of, we glossed over a few things that we'll get to later, kind of. But overall, how would you rate? And maybe rating is not even the right thing to to do or say, but like how would you assess my IFR flying kind of in general?
I'd say the majority of the flight went great. I mean, you stayed well within a tenth of the course the entire time, which is pretty great for a first IFR flight. It helps that we have a great avionics package in that airplane. Makes it super easy for you. I think the only real thing I've noticed so far, I mean, we haven't dug that deep, but the only thing that needs work so far is just holding heading on the approach as you get closer.
Yeah. Getting a feel for that, that is, it seems like it's a feel thing, and I don't even know what to compare it to. I'm trying to think of like driving, on track. It's like that feel, that touch you get as you're hitting the apex, like at what speed and how much lock you need, and it's like until you find the groove with the plane, like how much input you need at what distance away. I feel like that's probably something that just comes with doing a bunch of them.
Yeah, and it's something, and on most approaches it's going to be a very small amount of correction for the most part. And as you get closer, you have to remember it gets a lot more sensitive, and you saw when we were coming into John Wayne at night, shooting the practice ILS, just how sensitive it is.
Yeah, it's really tough to get those needles completely centered all the way down.
Yeah, and you'll get good at that as you continue flying instrument more and get used to seeing it get more sensitive, knowing that it gets more sensitive, and kind of having that situational awareness of where you are and knowing how sensitive it is, how wide the course is, and where you are on that course.
Yeah, I'm looking right here at the RNAV going into Ramona, and I remember even I think at this point, like right in at the beginning of the approach, or at least the final, after the final approach fix, we were kind of like, okay, see how you're a little bit left. Okay, now slowly come back. Now see how it's a little, and like I kind of felt you almost like not coaxing me off course, but just kind of like see how we're off course to the left. Okay, now come right, and now see how we're a little bit right. Like it was almost like you were willing to let me get a little bit off course to kind of show me what it looked like, which helped a lot. I felt like okay, I'm not that far. And you even had me look up a couple times, like, okay, look up. Do you see how much we're off course right now? And then compare that to what the deviation's showing on the HSI, where it looked like on the HSI I was way off course, but in reality it wasn't that off course. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, the airport's way to the left.
So that's a big thing that helped me when I was doing my instrument training at first, was to look up occasionally and figure out just how far off course you are. And the same amount of deviation on the HSI far out is going to be a lot more than it is close in. But when you get close in, you know how low you're breaking out on the ILS. You don't have a lot of room to correct. And if you're off by a little bit coming in, you're lined up for the parallel here. Because it's close in at John Wayne. At some other airports, it's not as much of a concern necessarily, but here especially, a lot of precision is key as you're coming in.
Yeah, and that's something that if you're just looking at an approach plate and flying an ILS on the sim and it's hooked up on autopilot, or even if it's not, that doesn't translate. I don't feel like that's one of the things that one of my takeaways comparing what we did last night to the sim is that feeling of the heightened sensitivity the closer you get. The sim might do it, it probably does do it, and it probably replicates it perfectly, but it doesn't come off the same way as it did last night.
Yeah.
Because you can brief the plate all day long, and understand how the approach works, but until you see what and what do they call it? The deviation, the little dots.
Oh, man.
What the hell is it called? When you're off by one dot. What's that called?
Oh.
Or why can't I think of? I'm
blanking on this. We went over this last night.
Yeah, we just said it. Deflection.
Yeah.
Deflection.
Wow.
Yeah. Maria, by the way, hello, and what the? Does Dan still have those pants? I need those pants. Will you please try to find those pants? Like, just ridiculous. Yeah, so deflection. That the one dot deflection when you're out over lemon, you're not that far off. But when you're over the parking lot, that one dot is a lot.
Yeah, it becomes a lot closer in as you get closer. So the localizer course is 2.5 degrees to each side of the center line. So obviously it's 2.5 degrees, so it gets a lot wider as you go out.
Okay. Yeah. So the other thing that, and this was part of, we glossed over a lot of stuff, was actually picking the approach. When SoCal asked which approach I wanted, I again kind of blanked and just said the RNAV and didn't really specify which RNAV. And looking at it, I had kind of planned for the RNAV, the Bravo, which is from the other side, from 27, but we did the RNAV for runway 9, even though the winds were favoring runway 27. And that was something that just had never come up, and I didn't really understand it. It's a circling approach. And I'm not even the whole precision versus non-precision thing. After our conversation, that's almost not even worth bringing up, right?
Yeah.
It's just a name convention that doesn't make any sense. So whatever. So non-precision, we'll forget that. This is a circling approach, and
So we'll dig into precision versus non-precision on another day. So one thing I wanted to touch on real quick, since we were talking about the deviation. So outer markers are usually 4 to 7 nautical miles from the runway threshold, and 1 dot of deflection at the outer marker is about 500 feet off course. 1 dot about halfway between there is about 150 feet, and over the runway threshold, it's measured in tens of feet, enough that obviously you can make, there's categoried landings, and you can make landings with almost zero visibility. And you saw as we were taxiing down the center line just how precise it is.
Yeah.
And for the glide slope, the sensitivity, I know we were talking about that too. So 1 dot of glide slope deviation is 50 feet off at the outer marker.
Okay.
So it's a lot tighter of requirement there to stay on the glide slope, which I'm sure you noticed as we were coming in when you were kind of deviating up and down, hunting for the glide slope on your first real ILS that you've shot.
Yeah.
You can kind of see how you have to be stabilized coming in there to hold that ILS.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a juggling act. You got to keep, the power setting. I said that too. Like, you're still flying the airplane. Just because you're IFR and on an approach, all the same principles still apply. You still need to put in flaps. You still need to make sure the lights are on. You still need to make sure your power setting's correct. You still need to make sure you're on appropriate speeds. And we came in hotter than I'm used to on the 172, and with 10 degrees of flaps in there too, and that was a noticeable departure. But Had it been VFR and I was planning on doing like, okay, we're coming in with 10 knots of flaps, it wouldn't have been an issue at all. But, your brain is trying to juggle, staying on the approach with foggles on, and then you look up, you're 250 feet above the runway over the 405 doing, 20 knots faster than you're used to with whatever, 20 degrees of flaps, 25 degrees of flaps less than you're used to. It's a lot at once.
It's 20 degrees less. We're in a Cessna, not a Piper.
Yeah, 20 degrees. Right, yeah.
But yeah, the breakout or simulated breakout of the clouds, taking the foggles off at 200 feet above the runway is way different than shooting something like an ILS, or not an ILS, like the circling approach that we had done earlier.
Yeah.
The ILS and the LPV approaches, you're breaking out and you have to be prepared to either land or do a missed approach.
Yep.
You're making a pretty quick decision there on that.
Yeah, and it felt quick. Again, it's probably just one of those things that the more experience you have going through that exercise of simulated breaking out, and then getting into landing mode, because the circling approach, you got tons of time to settle down. That landing was so uneventful because of that. I was VFR for that whole landing and was able to forget about the IFR stuff. But on that ILS down to 255, you don't really have much time at all to recalibrate your brain to land.
Yeah, you definitely don't. And you'll get used to that as we do more instrument work here.
Yeah. And Kelly, that's what Q, that's why we had 10 degrees of flaps, because what Q, his method of actual IMC down to minimums in that type of situation is the 10 degrees of flaps, 90 knots until the final approach fix, and then just keep in the 10 degrees of flaps. 172 will land so happily with 10 degrees of flaps, it's almost pointless to put in any more, really. But we do, I don't even know why we do. If you think about it, why do we land at 172 with full flaps?
You have a slower ground speed.
Just like slower and nicer to the airplane. So, whatever. My dad used to take off with flaps in all the time, even if it was a regular landing. And his thought process was, I'm paying for the tires. Why roll for longer? It's just like, I guess it makes sense, but it's so happy. But when you're used to landing with full flaps, going to 10 degrees after focusing on, following the glide slope and localizer all the way down, comes up quick.
It's a lot to take in, especially on your first instrument flight, and I'd say you handled it really well.
Sweet. Well, thank you. That's super encouraging, because I felt like, the last flight that you and I went on was knocking off some rust. I felt great on the flight with Julia, minus some Piper landing rustiness. But I feel comfortable getting into a plane at this point. It felt actually kind of good in a morose way to feel as uncomfortable as I did. Not uncomfortable, as task saturated, to borrow a cliche, I guess, as I did in that flight yesterday. So if I did pretty good for that being my first flight, that's encouraging. That it's hopefully won't be a huge uphill battle to feel fully comfortable.
Yeah, you jumped headfirst into a challenge there. You didn't get to see how beautiful it was flying at night, which I know you were a little upset about. But
I got a couple of peaks in there, but yeah, that's the biggest bummer about it, because it's just flying. The coolest part of flying to me is just how gorgeous it is all the time, and especially where we're able to fly. That's going to be a little bit tough to have to miss a bunch of that for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what I wanted to briefly go over, which is one of those things with like no groundwork, no online, sporties IFR course or anything. This was just anything I've picked up on PilotEdge and jumping into it with Q into this flight. So I had briefed and planned to do the RNAV Bravo, which is setting up for runway 27. But we did the RNAV for runway 9 because it's a circling approach, and I understood what a circling approach was. Like, it's not lining you up to the runway like an LPV approach, like an RNAV, or not an RNAV, like an ILS. So I didn't really get the method of picking that approach. If the winds are favoring runway 27 and it's a circling approach, the RNAV, the circling RNAV for runway 9 sets you up for a downwind for 27.
Yeah, it's basically a positional thing as to where you are in the approach for those two RNAVs, at least compared to each other. Some have bigger differences. For those ones, it's just positioning, and we were coming in over the shoreline, so the 9 made way more sense for us to take.
Right. Yeah. So and as you can see here on the plate here, we're coming in from here, and we got direct to AXOC, and then down here. The other approach, there on Nav, I'll pull it up here quickly, is what I kind of briefed for, and that takes, and you can see here I actually even marked on there for the mist, but this goes out to Julian, which is part of the approach or part of the clearance. Like, we were cleared, whatever, we're coming out here, and then Julian, and then direct was the actual clearance that we got. And looking, okay, the winds are favoring runway 27, so I'm going to use this approach because it's going to set me up for 27. That kind of made sense to me, even though it was, it's not straight in. It's at a pretty big angle to the actual runway. So I'm thinking, okay, you're not lined up. The minimums are pretty high relative to the field elevation. This is a 1,385 feet above field elevation. So I'm thinking, okay, you come off this, and then you cross over, you enter downwind, you come in to land. That's what I kind of thought the proper plan was going to be. But that's not necessarily the case. If you're coming in from, French Valley, or from, Gillespie or Palm Springs or something, then yeah, you're going to come to Julian and, take that approach. That might work for you. But what we did was the RNAV for 9, which just, it was so easy. Like, when I popped out of the foggles, you're like, all right, you're in the downwind now. Go fly a pattern. It totally clicked. Like, oh, okay, so this one dropped you off a little bit lower than the other one. It's 845 feet. So we were lower than the typical 1,000-foot pattern, but we were on the downwind, and it was easy.
Yeah, so that one's just a simple sidestep to the downwind. There's a few different ways to do it. Like you were talking about earlier, before we ended up going flying, with the ones that kind of dump you off to the side, some of them, you have the airport in sight far enough away to just enter a base leg. Some of them you'll overfly and enter the full pattern. Do what we did if you're going to line the opposite runway and it's a straight in, which is to fly the downwind there. Or if it puts you, perpendicular to the runway, just enter a downwind from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because, we did pop out. We could have landed on runway 9. The way we were set up, like, it was perfectly fine. I mean, we were 2.9 miles when we were at minimums, roughly. I mean, just call it 2 miles out at 845 feet, and we had the airport in sight. But the winds were favoring the other runway, so we could have gone straight in, but it made that was kind of like a eureka moment, which was really cool. And I think the more, because I've been exposed to enough of these IFR terms that the more times I see it actually in practice, it's going to help with the ground material and actually learning, the theory of it, actually seeing these kind of a little bit as we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're so lucky to where we live. We kind of talked about the cross-country shadow, where as many airports as we have locally, there's not a whole lot of cross-country options that are outside of the 50-mile ring. But if we add an approach on the way back from a cross-country, there is probably almost literally every single approach available to us within a 50-mile radius. Maybe not an NDA. There's probably an NDA out by like Oxnard or something. Maybe NDB. Yeah. What did I say?
NDA. We are not capable of shooting an NDB approach in our aircraft.
Well, that's the only thing that we're not able to shoot then.
That is true. Yeah, we have some opportunities to do some cool radar approaches at places like LaSalle. We've got an LDA at John Wayne. We've got the back course at John Wayne. RNAV approaches, everything else we could want. There's VOR approaches around, so we'll be able to shoot everything pretty close to local.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only caveat to that with the, at least at my time level, is I need the cross-country IFR time, simulated stuff. So, whether it's, John Wayne has enough approaches that you can get a pretty good feel for most things just doing a down and back and picking a new approach every time coming into John Wayne.
Yeah, you'll get tired of that one pretty quickly.
No, I need cross-country IFR.
Yeah,
PIC.
We'll get it all. Yeah. We'll get it all done. We'll try to experience some new approaches, pick airports with some different approaches, and maybe I'll try to throw some wild cards at you and get some that you haven't pre-briefed already.
Dude, I can't wait to do a freaking an arc. I want to fly an arc so bad. Where's the nearest arc? Have you flown one around here yet?
I have not. That is a Bradley question.
Yeah, I'm excited to. I haven't done one in the sim because I feel like that's one of those things that's easier to do in the real plane.
They're not too difficult once you get them down.
Yeah, just the 10, like turn 10, twist 10 thing. I just feel like if I do that in the plane for real, I'd probably be able to do it in the sim a lot easier.
Yeah. And holds are cheating in our airplane because it displays the holds.
Yeah. Which is fine. I will take the cheat and learn it from that perspective, because once you get the concept down, it doesn't seem like it's that crazy. But yeah, it's crazy that we can do procedure turns, we can do any hold entry, timed, distance, whatever you want to do. The plane will just do it, which is freaking awesome. Anything else that you can think of, man? I'll probably think of things as I do this debrief flight. But anything that you can think of, like performance-wise or prep-wise, or anything that you can think of?
I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's a 172. Yeah, it's the same 172 B7. Yeah, it's 375 GPS and the 275, whatever, HSI, whatever you want to call it. The HSI mode definitely seemed like I prefer that mode versus the the terrain, the GPS overlay. It's just like you don't need 5 different maps, moving maps. That's too much. That's too much situational awareness. Give me a line. I just want a simple line.
Simple line and our 2 north up maps.
Yes, yeah. And I noticed that you are a north up guy.
The north up header is about to come out in the chat.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. There's no point to have that 275 also show a map. But yeah, that system is really, really fun. So in this plane here in the sim, I've got the 750, and I'll be using that to, just get used to. Dude, what the hell? Of course. I reloaded this plane, so all my views don't work. But yeah, the functionality of the 375 is essentially the same as the 375 that we've got.
The 375, the 650, and the 750 are fairly similar in functionality and user interface, aside from the 375 having the smaller screen.
Yeah, smaller screen. We don't have the comm, the nav comm functionality, which is fine. Whatever. So it's gonna be perfect. This the perfect setup to be able to practice in this plane with the 750 and have it translate to the real plane. So I'm excited to really fully get into this, and the next time we go hop in this thing, I should be hopefully a lot more advanced than I was last night.
Sounds good. Looking forward to the next flight.
Me too, dude. That was so much fun.
Cool.
And I'm really happy that we didn't record on the way back, because that was
a nice break.
Just between me and you, that was a very enjoyable flight. That was one of the more enjoyable flights I've had in a long time, because it's been all like, leading up to check ride stuff or knocking rust off and kind of focusing on that, or being with Julia and being hyper focused. That was really nice.
Yeah, chat's getting some bad ideas in their head. I can feel it now.
Yeah, VCV 20-mile arc. Holy crap. Well, I need the hours.
And you want to go to Victorville, so we'll make it happen.
I do want to go to Victorville. I kind of, yeah, but I don't know if I want to do the arc at Victorville. I feel like that might be a non-approach at that end. Like, under the hood on the way out there, rip the goggles off, and let's smash through some like high-speed low approaches.
We'll make it happen out there.
Get some sick 360 views of that. You should have brought some gin in the plane. We were like 2 tumblers away from just being full chill session. Just classic rock, VFR, night flight over empty SoCal. It was beautiful. I didn't see any of it, but
yeah,
it sounded beautiful.
Any other debrief questions for me before I head out?
I don't think so, man. Yeah, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. We'll probably hit some stuff as we remember it on this flight that I'll remember to bring up on the next flight or later. But yeah, thanks for going over all that. Hopefully it was, for anybody just starting out on their IFR, helpful in any way.
All right. Well, enjoy the stream, guys, and we'll see you later.
Thank you very much, Q. Have a safe drive.
See ya.
See ya! Q's a good dude. All right, I need to go into PilotEdge and file this flight plan and see if they already made the updates to their procedure. Let's see here. Yeah, so Keith, I mentioned in the PilotEdge Discord that I did my first IFR flight, and it was a tech route, and he was asking me the particulars of the actual route, and turned into getting a hold of the controller at John Wayne, which is a really it is not lost on me how cool it is to be able to do, to just call up the controller, the tower controller. It wasn't the one that we had last night, but he is one of the controllers, and that is really, really cool to be able to do that. Let's see if this works. File flight plan successfully. Let's see if this works. John Wayne to Mona. Do I have for flight up? Yeah, I do. Okay, so we're gonna go to routes, and this just pre-populates the tech route, and then there is cleared yesterday. We know because we were the one that was cleared. And then we'll also add procedure, which is going to be departure from John Wayne, and the muscle, which number? 8, Oceanside. But it really is. I mean, Oceanside is correct, but we got vectored earlier. PilotEdge is probably not going to replicate that, but it's fine. We'll be okay with that. I want so much more night flying. It's freaking fun, isn't it, Ryan? It's so quiet and smooth, and if I could see the visibilities would have been nice, or the view would have been nice. Yeah, it's awesome. High wing driver. He flies almost exclusively at night because of that. It's a huge benefit in SoCal because of the traffic normally, but it's cooler, and it's just super quiet. It's really nice. It gets even quieter when your engine dies. Yeah, it does. All right, we got the views in here. That looks pretty good. Okay. Whoa. I'm actually going to turn that off right now, and this is a fresh install, so I hope that this is not completely screwed up. Okay. Yeah, I loaded it up, and it was like it did its skipping down the runway thing. Beacon is on. Let's go there. One, 2, 3, 4. Sounds are weird. Alright, so there's going to be some potentially going to be some goofiness to this here, but Mr. Herbert, what's happening?
Runway 21, 902, 8 units here, thank you. And vision.
In airport, ATC information Romeo, 0153 Zulu. Wind 210 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 23. Dew point 13. Altimeter 2985. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information.
4.5.
All right, let's see how close this is. Yeah, the 375 is touchscreen. Yeah.
2141 Yankee, climbing through 2,300.
Sky 2141 Yankee, Santa Barbara departure radar contact.
Yeah, no, it just has the 375 and 275 in there with an autopilot.
Vision Jet 412 Delta Bravo, I have Echo at Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Circle approach Metro 567, 16,700, sending Ironman 2, info Lima.
Metro 567, SoCal approach, thank you for Lima, the Los Angeles altimeter 29085.
Yeah, it had the KLN flight, KLN 94. John Clearance, good evening, Skyhawk 53176, information Romeo, IFR Ramona. So funny, just reliving the exact flight.
Warming ground number 73113.
Same parking, same plane.
Sky 53176, John Wayne clearance, comes Northwest, standby.
Same, similar avionics. It's crazy. Dude, it's a crazy upgrade, man. And that happened, I flew it twice before my check ride, too. Both the 375 and the 275. So I'm like, it was...
Air 53176, clear to the Ramona Airport on departure, fly heading 175, expect radar vectors to join Victor 23, then as filed, maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 1651.
1651. On departure, heading 175, radar vectors Victor 23, then as filed, climb maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure, departure frequency 128.1, squawking 1651, Skyhawk 53176, we're ready CI West.
Skyhawk 53176, read back correct.
Okay, so they haven't updated it yet,
calling?
which is fine. Alright, so
number
let's do,
73113, Whiteman ground.
We're gonna go to...
So
is this... I don't think we can do that, actually.
Alright, what's your direction departure, sir?
Oceanside.
Number 73113, requesting
Oceanside.
left close traffic.
And we'll put in, I guess...
close traffic, I'm gonna do a traffic pattern.
I guess we can do...
73113, roger, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, runway 12,
Balboa.
73113.
SoCal approach,
That'll at least get us
established on the 323 radio.
23 in there.
Air 510 on Papa, the San Bernardino Airport,
And then
12 miles from the
Oceanside, we're going to...
we are IMC at the moment, in Anapapa.
You asked for the visual approach, what do you want to do?
Well,
in here.
I was just waiting for a descent to where we can be VMC.
I can't get you to descent to San Bernardino because of the terrain out there. The lowest I could do was 4,300, but I can't do it now. Stand by just a second, try to come up with a plan for me, let me know what you want to do. Break number 597 Sierra Papa, contact SoCal approach 134.9er.
134.9er for 597 Sierra Papa.
Woman Tower number 73113, holding short at Alpha, runway 12, requesting left close traffic.
Alright, so that looks like it's pretty close right there. And we're going to be 175 on the departure.
I didn't give you a heading, did I?
Negative, 412 Delta Bravo.
Well, you flew past Ipumi and then didn't join the KPEX 6 on the other side.
Okay.
I can join the KPEX 6, 412 Delta Bravo.
You're past it now. Now, 412 Delta Bravo, I can't let you continue with the I-5, unfortunately. I cleared you Ipumi, which was basically just a shortcut on the star, and then you needed to rejoin the KPEX 6 arrival as part of your clearance, so I can't let you continue the I-5 at this time, excuse me.
All right, well, thank you a bunch.
Okay. What's up, Dave? How's it going?
November 597 Sierra Papa 5,500.
This dude requested the visual and he's in the
Las
class.
Vegas, or what do you want to do? I'll go ahead and disconnect and restart in a bit. Thank you. 412 Delta Bravo.
Amazing.
Roger.
Okay, so there's that. John.
Papa 129 pop-up request.
Delta 3005 Los Angeles Center, hello. Who else is trying to get a hold of me?
Turkey Papa 129 pop-up.
Everybody wants.
Air 597 Sierra Pampa, SoCal approach. Roger, you did the right thing there, sir. Nice job. Are you able to rejoin the Los Angeles 323 radio? Yes, sir. Just waiting for you to approve me. 597 Sierra Pampa. Nice job. You have no idea how many people bust that. In our 597 Sierra Pampa, you're cleared through the Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace via the coastal route. Maintain VFR at 5,500. We'll maintain VFR 5,500, cleared through the Bravo on the coastal route. 597 Sierra Pampa. And I think I had one more pending.
Woman tower number 73113, holding short at Alpha, runway 12, requesting left close traffic.
Number 73113, Whiteman Tower, enter left, make left close traffic, runway 12, and report midfield each time. Runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Runway 12, clear for takeoff, number 73113, left close traffic.
Johnny Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, taxi tower run up.
Clear for takeoff.
Now 2141 Yankee radar services terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change to Santa Maria Towers approved.
Maintain VFR 214 Yankee.
San Luis Tower, November 0767, 10 miles east for full stop landing with Yankee. Request Cat 2 rating.
November 0767, unable to do the Cat 2 for you at this point. You can't sign on with a call sign that leads with a 0.
Roger, didn't realize that. Thank you.
If you want to just disconnect and reconnect with a valid call sign and keep the Cat 2 in there, oh, you know what, though? You have to refile the flight plan. Yeah, I can't let you start the Cat 2 out there, sir, with that invalid call sign.
Thank you very much. November 0767.
Okay, Tower 928 Lima Sierra holding short of runway 21, ready for takeoff.
928 Lima Sierra, Can Tower, runway 21, cleared for takeoff. Say your direction of departure again for me.
It's going to be a southwest departure for 928 Lima Sierra.
Roger, thank you. Straight up departure is approved, and the canyon winds 2406.
Copy the information, and that's runway 21, ready for takeoff for 928 Lima Sierra. Thank you.
Air 5109 Papa, what'd you come up with?
I think if we go ahead and try the RNAV Zulu, RNAV Yankee for 06 or 04 was that, we'll be able to get down and break off into the pattern for 24.
Okay, Dave. In-flight cam, when my GoPro runs out of batteries, my mic will start transmitting, right?
Yankee.
Yeah, I'm correct. Yep.
Roger,
it works
and where did you want to
fantastic.
start that
Yeah,
from?
it's super awesome.
You can start it from Paradise.
Air 5109 Papa, clear direct Paradise.
I've never had a
Paradise at
GoPro go out,
5,000,
though.
You're cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 6, approaching to San Bernardino.
Clear direct Paradise, maintain 5,000, cleared for the RNAV 06 San Bernardino, 9 Papa.
They just advised me, sir, do you have Victor or Zulu at San Bernardino? San Bernardino weather currently 7 miles and clear skies.
We currently have Victor. I don't know if my sim just hasn't loaded yet, but we're still full IMC.
Okay, no worries. Metro 567, contact SoCal approach 128.5.
Yeah, that's awesome, Dave.
SoCal approach 128.5, Metro 567.
Johnny Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, taxi tower run up.
Wayne, if you're able for the Cat 6.
All right, I had 2 at once there. Who was calling for clearance from Los Angeles?
That's TBM 9000 Foxtrot Tango Cat 6 if you're...
TBM 900 Foxtrot Tango, Roger, I copy your Cat 6. Clear to the John Wayne Airport, Seal Beach, 8 departure, Seal Beach, direct. Climb via Sid, except maintain 4,000, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 5010.
Whiteman Tower, number 73113, clear for the option for runway 12.
Okay, that's Seal Beach 8 departure, Seal Beach 4000, 125.7 and 5010. I misspoke, it's the IA6.
Air 900 Foxtrot Tango, departure frequency 125.2.
25.2, 0 Fox.
0 Foxtrot Tango, read back correct. Break, number 73113, you're clear, runway 12, clear for the option and turn your transponder on.
Dave, get a little, like $15 stick battery from Amazon. Hey, Julia, can you grab my little batteries on the table there?
Metro 567, SoCal approach, thank you for Lima, the Los Angeles altimeter 29885, flight present heading, flight present heading vectors for Los Angeles. Did you want to do the visual of the ILS tonight?
Cigar-shaped batteries in the foam thingy.
We're on the South Complex.
It's on the end table there.
567.
Let's try to get a taxi here.
Metro 567, roger. Descend and maintain 2,500 vectors Alice, runway 25 left, final approach course.
Say again, altitude 567.
Metro 567, descend and maintain 2,600.
Thanks, bud.
Descend maintain 2,600.
Yeah, I've had 3 hours of flight time on this guy.
Santa Maria Tower 214 Yankee is 5 miles to northwest.
And it just plugs right in. But yeah, I haven't had it run out.
2141 Yankee, Santa Maria Tower.
Okay, let's get taxiing here.
Report midfield.
Right down runway 30. We'll report midfield 214 Yankee.
John Wayne Ground, Skyhawk 53176, ACI West, taxi tower run-up. Sup, SimEdge?
Skyhawk 53176, John Wayne Ground, taxi to the tower run-up via Bravo.
Tower run-up via Bravo, Skyhawk 53176. Cleared right, cleared left. Every time, man. Every time doing one of these, like, immediate debriefs after a real-world flight, it just, like, almost gives me chills because it's just freaking identical, dude. Like, there's the Juliet taxi sign. It's freaking awesome. And actually going to Ramona now for the first time, which is the site of Julia's
approaching runway 02 left.
Infamous solo flight on PilotEdge, which would make it nice. Which brought us this lovely gem. Is chatbot not working tonight? All right, chatbot, you're getting a reboot, homeboy. Chatbot reboot. Looks good. That looks good. Good.
John Wayne Ground. This is 830 Bravo Sierra with information Romeo at gate 8, ready to taxi.
All right, 830 Bravo Sierra, you got a contact clearance first, sir.
Is a very important part of the run-up.
Contacting clearance, 0 Bravo Sierra.
All right, now is it gonna work?
Burbank Ground, Baron 29901 is ready to taxi with Charlie.
Baron 29901, you also need to contact clearance first, sir.
Baron 29901 VFR.
You still need to contact clearance. Break Metro 567, turn right heading 160, and contact SoCal approach 124.9er.
Heading 160, approach 124.9 on Metro 56.
We can't do a flight without chatbot.
Clearance Walker 175 to pick up IFR to San Diego with Echo.
Walker 175, Las Vegas clearance, concern request, standby.
We cannot do it without chatbot.
Circle approach Metro 567, 2,600.
Metro 567, SoCal approach, 11 miles from Lima, turn right heading 220, maintain 2,600 until established in the localizer, clear dollars, runway 25 left approach.
All right.
Right turn 220, maintain
okay, somebody.
2,600, clear dollars, 25 left approach, Metro 56.
Los Angeles clearance delivery, good evening, TBM 555 Hotel Papa.
TBM 555 Hotel Papa, Los Angeles clearance.
Good evening, we're over to VFR.
Mother of
departure
frick.
Eastbound at 11,500, negative flight following.
Cessna Skyhawk 204. Oh, fuck.
You said you're an eastbound departure?
Affirmative, eastbound.
Alright, do you want to part the north side or the south side of the Bravo to start if you're negative flight following?
Whatever's easier for you, 5 to Papa.
What's your type aircraft?
TBM 900.
Roger, clearance on request, stand by,
we're
your number 2.
at signature flight support, so...
Your clearance on request, stand by, your number 2.
Santa Maria Tower 2141 Yankees on the downwind for, on the right downwind, runway 30.
2141 Yankees, Santa Maria Tower, wind 310 at runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30, 214 Yankee.
John Wayne ground, Skyhawk 53176, continue.
3113, clear out the runway 12 at Alpha Charlie, requesting back to the active.
Walker 175, I have your clearance advisor to copy.
Walker 175, ready.
Walker 175, you're clear to the San Diego airport on the Boach 8 departure level transition that is filed. Climb via SID, departure frequency 125.9 or squawk 3232.
All right, clear to San Diego International Airport. Lindbergh, Boach 8, level transition, then it's filed. Climb via SID 125.9, 3232 in a box, Walker 175.
Walker 175, read back correct.
Johnny ground, Skyhawk 53176, continue.
Air 73113, where did you want to go? You want to go back to the end of the runway?
Jeez.
Number 73113, affirmative. Back to the active, please.
Air 73113, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, 12, number 73113.
And let's see, November 53176, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, Skyhawk 53176.
Metro 567, contact Los Angeles Tower, 120.905.
Tower 20.905, Metro 567.
Whoa. Wow, it does that every time.
Baron 2991, requesting
you just gotta
clearance VFR
just
eastbound
stop.
departure with Charlie.
Stop dead. Mother
Metro 567, ILS 25 left.
Metro 567, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 24013.
Clear to land, 25 left, Metro 567, thanks.
TBM 555 Hotel Papa. It's going to be mandatory radar service until you're out of the Bravo.
Probably going
ready to copy your clearance?
Ready to copy,
have something to do with my broken rotor pedals.
Cleared into the Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace on departure flighting 255.
What, Maria? Just because I say mother effer does not mean I'm calling for you. Yeah, the 650 doesn't work.
Alpha Papa, after fly 255.
But thank you for watching, Maria.
Frequency 125.23762 in the box, Alpha Papa.
TBM 5 Hotel Papa, departure extraction TBM 5 Hotel Papa, the squawk is 7362, 7362.
Has turned on the shut the
7362, sorry, Papa Papa.
So please.
5 Hotel Papa, read back correct, break number 73113, Whiteman Tower. You just stepped all over an aircraft I was getting a clearance readback from. You need to listen up on the radio, sir, before you start talking.
Number 73113, roger that. Sorry about that.
And hold short runway 12, November 73113. Break. November 2991, Burbank clearance, is that you calling?
Affirmative, eastbound departure 2991.
Okay. 2991, roger. Say type aircraft for me.
What's up, Wiley?
Baron 58.
Happy little Friday.
Number 2991, roger. On departure, proceed on course southeastbound.
Yeah, we need another
2,500 until advised.
sure.
Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 3073.
Need the departure frequency one more time, 9991.
Baron 2991, departure frequency 135.4.
Yeah, I could use a haircut, man.
Below 2,500, 135.4 for departure, squawk 2073, 2991.
Baron 2991, squawk 3073, 3073.
3073, Baron 2991.
Thanks, sir. Read back correct.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 53176, holding short 20 right at Kilo.
Skyhawk 53176, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 220 at 8.
Clear for takeoff 20 right at Kilo, Skyhawk 53176. Lights.
Los Angeles ground.
Camera.
Good evening, TBM 555 Hotel Papa, ready to taxi information.
Action.
Email over at signature flight support, eastbound VFR.
Alright. Thank you, Finbar.
TBM 555 Hotel Pampa,
Thank
Los
you.
Angeles ground, runway 25
White Lake
left,
doesn't
taxi via
appreciate
Alpha
it.
Foxtrot.
This is a Julia special.
25 left to Alpha Fox, Alpha Pop.
Cleared left.
Los Angeles ground, TBM 9000 Foxtrot
Right.
Tango is at signature, ready to taxi.
Keep the back pressure up for the big
TBM
bump.
900 Foxtrot Tango, Los Angeles ground. Give way to the other TBM taxiing out of the south ramp there, and let me know when he's past you.
All right.
Come on, rudder pedals.
Burbank ground, Baron 2991 is
Okay,
at the west side
everything's green.
FBO, ready to taxi
Airspeed
with
alive.
Baron 2991, Burbank ground, runway 15, taxi via Bravo.
Via Bravo to runway 15, Baron 2991.
Number 73113, were you going to remain in the pattern, sir? What are you doing?
Looks like we're clear of the other TBM then.
Number 73113 requesting back to the pattern, left close traffic.
Number 73113, left close traffic approved before midfield each time, runway 12.
They should just not allow pattern work right now.
Please take off number 73113.
TM 900 Foxtrot Tango, roger, runway, follow that TBM to runway 25 left via Alpha and Foxtrot.
Alpha Foxtrot will follow him, 0 Fox Tango.
Skyhawk 597 Sierra Papa, contact SoCal approach 128.1. 128.1 for 597 Sierra Papa, thanks. Sub 3005, contact.
Okay, we're going up to 5,000 right now.
3.2. At 5109 Papa, contact San Bernardino Tower, 119.45.
Tower, 09 Papa.
SoCal approach, Desert 5907 Sierra Papa, 5,300. Skyhawk 597 Sierra Papa, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 2985. Advise you have Romeo, you're exiting Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace. Proceed direct Mile Square Park. 2985, we'll proceed direct Mile Square Park, 597 Sierra Papa. Thank you, and if you're familiar with Mile Square Park, just advise. Skyhawk 53176, contact SoCal departure.
Going to departure, Skyhawk 53176.
Metro 567 clear 25 left on Lima.
Metro 567 cross 25 right on Lima, and then Lima and Charlie to the gate. You can remain this frequency. Have a good night.
Cross 25 right on Lima, remain on frequency 567, thank you.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 2000, climbing 5,000.
Skyhawk 53176, SoCal departure radar contact, climb maintain 7,000.
Up to 7,000, Skyhawk 53176.
510 Papa, San Marino Tower, you with me?
San Bernardino Tower, Cherokee 512 Papa, RNAV Yankee for runway 6. We'd like to break off and get traffic for runway 24.
The
510 Papa, roger. Circle stop on our left down runway 24, runway 24, clear to land wind 2407.
Left, we'll circle south and left downwind for 24 clear to land in on the Papa.
I'm at tower number 73113, Abin.
Oops.
Number 73113, Whiteman Tower, runway 12, clear for the option.
Runway 12, clear for the option, number 73113.
Delta 3005, Los Angeles Center, send via the Disney 4, RNAV arrival, the Ontario altimeter 2984.
ACSOC. Clear direct ACSOC. Looks like you have mushrooms growing out of your head. It feels like I have mushrooms growing out of my head.
Taxi to parking. 2141 Yankee.
It's so nice though to not have my hair
via Alpha and remain this frequency.
crazy.
Have a good night.
For me,
remain this frequency.
I don't have. I don't see my hair. It's crazy to you guys, but it doesn't bother me. I don't have to look at it.
TM 555 Hotel Pampa, Los Angeles Tower, wind 24013, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25 left, thanks for the winds, 555 Hotel Pampa.
Yeah, Julia did this one. Yeah, I did the last one from the last stream, but she did this one. She was very excited about it. She lined me up pretty good. You got this little sleeper one back here. You don't really notice it.
53176, turn left heading 090, join Victor 23 southeastbound, resume on navigation.
090, joining Victor 23, resuming on nav, Skyhawk 53176. So we'll get Victor 23. I didn't put in Oceanside. Did not.
TBM 900 Foxtrot Tango Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait. 25 left, Sierra Fox Tango.
15-3. Victor 23.
Burbank Tower, Barrington 901 is holding short runway 15 ready for takeoff.
Barrington 901, Burbank Tower, runway 15 clear for takeoff, wind 2907.
15 clear for takeoff, Barrington 901.
San Luis ground, Cessna 1506, Mike.
Okay.
Transient parking, ready to taxi.
So that's Victor
information
23, which we can.
1506 Mike, San Luis ground.
Once we get close, we can
sir?
switch it over to nav mode.
VFR to the south.
We're going up to 7.
1506 Mike, runway 29 taxi via Alpha.
Forget the gym.
Taxi via Alpha for 1506 Mike.
TM 555 Hotel Papa,
That
contact SoCal
is
departure. Bye-bye.
Pelican Hill.
Contact departure, thanks a lot. Papa to Papa.
Very, very fancy. Well, this is our new route
Walker 175 ready for
in the car. So we go all the way down to Laguna Beach, and then we double back,
Walker 175
and then we go
Las
up
Vegas,
this
runway
road,
26
up this
right,
road
taxi via
here.
Charlie.
26 right via Charlie, Walker 175.
Then we go left
TBM 555 to Papa,
at the
3000.
Vons, or whatever it is,
TM
and
555 Hotel Alpha,
then down
SoCal departure,
this
radar
road,
contact.
which
and,
takes you all the way to
what's going to be
Fashion
your
Island.
on-course heading if I gave you a Resumo navigation
And
at this
then we
point?
take MacArthur all the way down.
Alright, we'll just resume our own F5 to Papa. You're requesting up to 11,500 if possible.
That was a question, not a clearance,
There you go.
sir. If I gave you Resumo navigation, what's your on-course heading at this point?
We're heading up 255 to Papa.
What's no, I don't think you understand my question. I'm not sure where you're going because you didn't give me a destination, and
How
I'm
is
just
the
cutting you loose
CDA
once you're clear of the Bravo. What's your on-course?
Well, I
heading
just
to your
have it set up
destination, sir? Or
for
just tell me where you're headed.
Victor 23. I'm looking at
we're
this.
heading to Palm Springs eastbound, so about 090 up to Papa.
So that line right there is Victor
555
23.
Hotel Papa, Roger. You can Resumo navigation. Just make it a left turn around to Palm Springs for me. So Resumo navigation with a left turn to the south to start.
It's coming in once we get, and I just did that just for the fun of it to get that on there, but
No worries, and TBM 5 Papa, Resumo, maintain appropriate VFR altitudes.
intercept that.
Appropriate VFR altitudes 5 to Papa.
Tower number 73113,
So
clear up the runway
pretty,
12.
but you can't see any of it.
Add up for Charlie, requesting
It's
back to
completely
the active.
buried.
Or 73113, runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 12, taxi via Alpha, number 73113.
Baron 2991, radar contact, say altitude.
Baron 2991 is level 2,500.
Baron 2991, thank you, contact SoCal departure, 134.2.
134.2, Baron 2991.
TBM 900 Foxtrot Tango, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, wind 24013.
Clear for takeoff 25 left, 0 Fox Tango.
I'm okay with, yeah, I'm fine with reverse sensing. I'm not using it. It's turned off already.
SoCal departure, Baron 2991 is level 2,500.
Baron 2991, SoCal approach, Roger, Burbank altimeter 2984.
Sending us all the way up to 7,000.
2984, Baron 2991.
Yikes.
Skyhawk 597 Sierra Papa, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
126.8 for 597 Sierra Papa, thanks. John Wayne Tower, Cessna 597 Sierra Papa is 5 miles west with information Romeo, full stop.
Skyhawk 597 Sierra Papa, John Wayne Tower, port overhead Mile Square Park.
Report overhead Mile Square Park, 597 Sierra Papa.
Mile Square Park. Turn it on. Sweet. Can you tune nav 2 in the 650 isn't turned on? No, I can't because I don't. I don't have the 650.
Departure TBM 0 Fox Tango.
You know.
SoCal departure, TBM.
So I only have
one
nav comm.
TBM 900 Foxtrot Tango,
So
SoCal departure radar
that's a little bit of a bummer, but the 172 was not made with the GTN in mind, so this is kind of like I guess a hack job version to get this thing to work in it, and I'll take it. I mean, it's similar to the unit in the plane, so if I can use this, then that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get that set up like you had.
Baron 2991, you're exiting the Burbank class Charlie airspace. Radar services terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR for exchange approved.
Squawk maintain VFR, Baron 2991.
Yeah, it's close enough where it's gonna help. It's gonna help a lot.
Appointment tower number 73113, holding short at Alpha 12, requesting left close.
We just had this stupid ass
73113, Whiteman
DG.
Tower, runway 12, clear for takeoff. Left coast traffic is approved to Fort Midfield.
Doesn't even have a moving map and 3D terrain avoidance on this thing. Stupid.
TM 900 Foxtrot Tango, turn left heading 140, vectors for Seal Beach.
Left 140, just Seal Beach, 0 Fox Tango.
TM 555 Hotel Papa, I see you had climbed above the Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace. Remain outside Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace. Radar services terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR, frequency change approved.
Alright, Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, and we'll maintain outside the Bravo airspace. Good night, Hotel Papa.
Squawk 597 Sierra Papa, you can skip the call and make enter a right base, runway 20 right. Wind 220 runway 20 right, clear to land.
Into right base, runway 20 right, clear to land 20 right, says the 597 Sierra Papa.
Air 5109 Papa, taxi to parking via Charlie and Alpha if you'd like, and remain in frequency. Have a good night.
Going over to North FBI, we'll take Charlie. Have a good night, Jim, not a problem.
Roger.
St. Louis Tower, Cessna 1506 Mike, ready for takeoff.
Where are we?
Cessna 1506 Mike, San Luis Tower, enter, correction, there's 51, it's gonna be a long night, guys. Number 1506 Mike, left VFR departure to the south, approved runway 29er, clear for takeoff, and the wind is 31018.
Cleared
Yeah,
for
that extra
takeoff
2,000
with,
feet really slowed us
downwind
down.
To the south for 1506 Mike.
Dios?
In Vegas Tower, Walker 175,
Dios
short 26 right with
VX?
Echo.
How close did I get on that?
Walker 175, Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 right, clear
Thank
for
you, dude,
takeoff.
for the
wind
follow.
1708.
Welcome aboard.
Clear for takeoff 26 right, Walker 175.
TM 900 Foxtrot Tango,
I think I got pretty close, right?
I'm here at 0 Fox Tango.
TM 900 Foxtrot Tango, thank you.
If the
John Wayne
mode is
altimeter
GPS, it
2985.
shouldn't need to have a radial heading set. If it's GPS, I think you do have to still set it on some of them. But yeah, I don't think it's working properly. Oh yeah, usually you at least you do with the KLN.
Or 73113, runway 12, clear for the option.
Runway 12, clear for the option, number 73113.
That guy needs to sound way more excited for being on PilotEdge.
Last aircraft call, that was unreadable, the volume's too quiet.
SoCal approach Baron 2991 is over El Monte, 4,500 level, requesting take up IFR clearance to John Wayne.
Oh, the audio is terrible in this thing now. It sounds terrible.
Number 2991, roger, stand by, maintain VFR.
Stand by, maintain VFR, Baron 2991.
Baron 2991, what's your equipment suffix for the Baron?
Slant Golf.
Yeah, that sounds funky.
Baron 2991, squawk 5015, Adam.
Brad M.
5015.
Thank you very much for the host. Welcome everybody
Number 900 Foxtrot Tango, contact
to a very busy night on PilotEdge.
28.1 TBM 0 Fox Tango.
Happy little Friday, Brad.
175, contact Las Vegas departure.
How you feeling,
Over to
man?
departure, walk on 175. Las Vegas departure, Walker 175, 4,700, climb via 6.
Walker 175, Las Vegas departure radar.
What's up, Jeff? Well, Jeff, I am now Mr. VFR / IFR. Did my first IFR flight yesterday
and Baron
in the real plane, and we are having a nice, lovely little debrief.
And altitude indicates 5,100. You're cleared to the John Wayne Airport by a present position direct Seal Beach.
Yeah, this is my wife helped me get the hair out of my eyes and went a little bit overboard.
Maintain 4,000 and squawk 5015.
I might stick with it for a while.
Clear to John Wayne, direct Seal Beach.
I'm kind of into it.
4,000 and already squawking 5015 there, 2991.
Baron 2991, read back correct. TBM 900 Foxtrot Tango, SoCal approach, see John Wayne, altimeter 2985, advise you have Romeo, say approach request.
Jet Pilot Cinnamon, welcome aboard, thank you very much. Well, thank you everyone for sticking around from Brad's stream.
Okay, and any specific requests for the
my name is Bill
Full approach,
William,
we could from Seal Beach.
but you can call me Bill. And I am a real-world pilot out of John Wayne, and am working on my instrument rating.
Okay, we'll turn left direct to Seal Beach.
So this is the flight that I did last night, and I cannot wait to go to land at Ramona, airport that I've been to a bunch in the sim, but went for the first time in the real world last night. So I'm excited. Stakes, what's up, dude? In case you didn't know, your hair is sticking up just a little bit. Yes.
And approach on 128.
This one is so great. It's like a little fountain right there. Just like a nice little fountain. I like it. I'm curious what's going to happen when I take these stupid things out.
That's still unreadable, sir.
It's going to be pretty crazy. Pretty nutty. Alright, how are we looking for this frequency change here, 28.1?
Descending 4,000.
We should be coming up here.
Baron 291, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 2985, advise you have Romeo.
2985, and we'll get back to you, 991.
Yeah. Do we have... Oh, I totally forgot about our friend. Alright. You good, Bobble Bill? He doesn't know. He's a little drunk right now. Yeah. This is the longest stretch of quiet for a while on PilotEdge here. We're coming up on...
SoCal approach, Baron 2991 is please Romeo.
Thank you. Skyhawk 597, Sierra Papa, exit right when able, and taxi to parking via Foxtrot and Bravo. Remain this frequency at the pass on the Cat 10.
Exit right when able, and taxi to parking via Bravo. Thanks so much, 597, Sierra Papa.
Oh, you know what? I don't have COM 2 anymore, so I'm gonna cheat and get some ATC action. It's like oddly case sensitive, I think.
Delta 3005, contact Los Angeles Center, 126.35.
One of these has to give me...
Skyhawk 53176, contact SoCal approach, 119.6.
19.6, Skyhawk 53176. Is that one right? SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 7000.
Skyhawk 53176, SoCal approach, Palomar altimeter 2987.
2987 Skyhawk 53176. We'd like to request the RNAV runway 9 into Ramona as well.
Expect that. Delta 3005 LA Center, good evening. Walker 175, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
134.65, Walker 175.
Baron 901, descend and maintain 3000.
Down to 3000, bearing 2901.
Skies clear 2085. Okay, cool. Alright. So Ramona is just out
Welcome 175,
there
Los Angeles
somewhere.
Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Palomar's right over our nose, and then Ramona is just kind of nestled in there.
Skyhawk 176, clear direct Robin.
Direct Robin, Skyhawk 53176.
John Wayne, Clarence 172, or Charlie Tango, look at the radio set.
Sweet.
Number 172, Charlie Tango, John Wayne clearance, reach your landing clear.
Let's go to plates and pull out right out here.
Skyhawk 176, ascend and maintain 4000.
Down to 4000, Skyhawk 53176.
Diamond 9901, flighting 150.
150, bearing 2901.
Delta 3005, contact
Nightbot was
135.4.
completely asleep on the ATIS.
Walker 175, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62.
This is the procedure. Look at that. Cool. So we got direct AXOC.
Santa Maria Tower, Cessna 1506, Mike, 10 miles to the north, inbound, full stop at 3,500 with information Yankee.
Number
Nice
1506, Mike, Santa Maria Tower, and a right down runway 30, report midfield.
Right 30, and we'll report midfield for 1506, Mike.
At Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain.
All right, and then we're going to be down to 3,700 by AXOC, and then step down from there.
Baron 99915 from Lemon.
All right.
Flighting 170, maintain 3000, establish localize the cleared Alice runway 20, right approach.
Fly heading 170 till establish a localizer cleared runway 20 right, ILS, bearing 2901.
Number 900 Foxtrot Tango, traffic 12 o'clock, 8 miles southeastbound, joining the final for 20 right is at Baron at 3000.
Okay, we'll look for the traffic still IMC right now, 0 Fox Tango.
Thank you, Baron 991, traffic at your 2 o'clock, 8 miles northeastbound is at TBM at 4.
Looking for traffic, bearing 2901.
Delta 3005, SoCal approach, just verifying, did you check
What's
in?
up, Richard? Good evening from New York. Nice, man. It looks like I have 3, but I really got...
Descending to Disney 4, information Yankee. Requesting the RNAV 30.
Yeah, that is, it's the 750. So I picked up the 750.
Delta 3005,
got some help to get it working on the 172 here. And
True 986.
It's replicating the system that's in the plane pretty well.
Robin at 4000, cleared the RNAV runway 9 approach Ramona.
Alright, down to 4,000, cleared for the RNAV runway 9er at Ramona, Skyhawk 53176. Probably missed something you said there.
John Wayne, Clarence 172, Charlie Tango, look at the Clarence to get information, Mike.
Skyhawk 172, Charlie Tango, cleared to John Wayne Airport via flighting 230, radar vectors to Seal Beach, that's Sierra Lima, India, direct.
Just when you thought it couldn't be any better,
expect 3,000,
not 2, but 3,
departure frequency
4.6.
28.1, squawk 3672.
Dude, I've been rocking it for a long time today.
Fly heading 230.
She did this a while ago, and it's been nice.
2,000, 3,010, 121.3, 3672.
Skyhawk 2, Charlie Tango, read that correct. Baron 901, contact tower 126.8.
126.8, Baron 2901.
Somewhere right
tower bearing
here soon, though.
2991 is on ILS runway 20 right.
Bearing 2991, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right.
Make sure that AXOG is
clear to
in
land
there.
20 right, bearing 2991.
Cessna 06 Mike, runway 30, clear to land. November 06 Mike, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land for 1506 Mike.
Yeah, it's going Robin Ramona, so I want to remove.
November 172 Charlie Tango clearance.
Yeah, there we go.
172 Charlie Tango.
There we go.
Number 172 Charlie Tango, just verify departure frequency again 128.1, 28.1.
128.1, 172 Charlie Tango.
Number 2 Charlie Tango, thanks. In contact ground for taxi, take care.
Looks like it's not doing something right there. Right, Robin, approach. Let's activate. Approach is loaded. Select approach. Transitions. Robin. Yeah. Load approach. There we go. Okay. That might have been just a weird order that I did that in, but that looks like we're good now. Okay. That looks good. It clearly helps to have an idea of what it should look like.
Number 172 Charlie Tango, John Wayne ground, safe position on the field when you call up for taxi, and also whether or not you have the ATIS information. Right now,
they did have a nice discount on the 750, Richard.
Okay, I've got my
First solo today, Benny? Nice, dude.
Number 2 Charlie Tango, Roger. When you get Romeo, call back and
oh,
just
dude,
let me know where you
feeling
are on the field.
accomplished, man.
That
That's huge, man. You're in the top 1% of people. That's awesome, dude. What did you solo in? Was it
ground says the 1216 Whiskey is
Skyhawk
taxi from GA West with information Alpha. Request to stay in a pattern.
Cessna 1216 Whiskey, St. Louis ground runway 29er.
172, sweet dude.
Cross runway 29er.
Yeah, some flight schools still aren't open,
taxi
man.
via Echo Alpha, crossing runway 29er 16 Whiskey.
It's crazy.
Destination ATIS is 132.025.
Okay, we're not going to need that. Okay. Oh, Palomar, dude. I just almost flew over you last night. It's freaking sweet, dude. That is awesome. Congrats.
172 Charlie Tango, rated taxi, information November, currently at FBA.
Scott 172 Charlie Tango, thanks for Romeo, runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
7.5 to Robin.
Alpha Hotel Charlie.
Palm Springs, sir. Good evening, DBM 555 to Papa, 25 miles west of Palm Springs, inbound full stop. Information Charlie at 11,500.
Man, I wish Nightbot was working because I could use.
DBM 555 Hotel Papa, SoCal approach squawk.
Did I do it the wrong direction? I may have done it the wrong direction. That's why.
Alright, 2023 identified.
Lima.
DBM 5 Hotel Pop, radar contact, altimeter 2977, ATIS Charlie current.
77, we have Charlie 5 Pop.
Fingers crossed.
Sarah 9901, taxi parking via Bravo, remain this frequency.
Pretty gusty yesterday, so we postponed until today. Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of thermal stuff going on there. Well, I'm glad that it went well, man. That's super exciting. That's a great airport to train out of. You got tons of cool trips that you can do from there, and it's just a nice airport. It is just within, or just underneath cross-country trip for me, so Palomar is not a huge destination for the John Wayne kids. I think it does have an ILS though, so
3005 contact
might have
approach
to hit that up.
20.1 Delta 3005.
Not happy with the bobblehead dynamics. There's room for improvement there. There's no doubt.
November 172 Charlie Tango on the taxiways. Please squawk normal.
Roger.
ILS and RNAV. Cool.
Circle approach Delta 3005, 3000 descending to Disney 4.
We're about to turn on to AXOC, which is just the worst sounding fix ever. Oh my god. AXOC. How about no?
Delta 3005, SoCal approach, John Wayne Austin with actually, I'm sorry, Long Beach altimeter 2986.
There we go. How am I just noticing your hair? Well, you're excited, man. No, it's all good. Alright, so now we're down to 3,700.
Santa Maria ground, Cessna 1506.
Distracted by the bobble.
Active at Alpha 6,
We got
2 transient
We got some bobble and we got some head.
Local 175, descend via the Lucky 1 arrival.
What up, Eugene?
Number 5 to Papa, airport 2 o'clock and 8 miles, make straight in to runway 13 right.
Straight in 13 right, airport inside Papa to Papa.
So we'll try to mimic the approach here as best as I can. The tower had closed, so we were CTAF. I use ortho. Yeah, I love ortho. Turned out pretty nice. Ortho and a nice livery of the plane that I fly. It's a great, beautiful combo.
Delta 005, proceed direct me.
I was admiring Finbar's paint job and forgot that I was close to my altitude.
Proceed direct mid, cross mid at 4000, cleared RNAV Yankee 130 approach, Delta 3005. TBM 5 to Papa, contact Palm Springs Tower 119.7.
119.7.
November 0 Fox Tango, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Over to the tower now, TBM 0 Foxtrot Tango.
Palm Springs Tower, good evening, TBM 555 to Papa. We're on a 4-mile final, 13 right.
I might actually be able to just...
Signature.
TBM 555 to Papa, Palm Springs Tower. Runway 13 right, good to land.
Good to land, 13 right, and we have information, Charlie.
Roger.
John Wayne Tower, TBM 900 Foxtrot Tango, inside Hukumana ILS 20 right.
TBM 900 Fox Tango, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 20 right, TBM 0 Fox Tango.
What were you doing there, buddy? I don't know what that thing was doing. Does a plane you fly actually have the GTN? Not the 750. It's got the 375. So part of flying this in the sim with the 750 is to help with the 375 in the actual plane. I don't know why that decided to send me on a weird trajectory there. Yeah, it keeps making me want to do a frickin' turn. I don't want to do a turn. I don't want to go. I don't want to turn. It's like I am on it. I guess I could just manually do the step downs too. That's crazy. After flying the 750, I absolutely hate the 430. 430s are really close. They're really nice. I like 430s a lot. But yeah, after you go from, and honestly, it's the integration with the iPad that makes it friggin' awesome. To be able to put a flight plan into ForeFlight and then just send it to the panel is, oh my god, it's so nice. And then,
John Wayne,
you know, because it's so easy to work the actual touchscreen on the GPS itself. It actually, I've found that I've been updating from the panel to the iPad even more than iPad to the panel.
John Wayne, clearance delivery 737 Golf Alpha. We'd like to pick up our IFR clearance to Chino.
7 Golf Alpha, roger.
Alright, so now we're down to
is this supposed to be for the I-4?
3,200.
Affirmative.
7 Golf Alpha, roger. In this case, you need to first of all file the flight plan properly. Your departure and destination fields are incorrect. And you need to submit the flight plan as the I-4 flight plan. There's a check mark at the bottom right of the flight plan form.
Okay, that's what I thought I did. I'll check again. 737 Golf Alpha, thanks.
Papa 6 Tower, DBM 555 for the Papa. We are cleared 13 right at Whiskey. Like to taxi to signature.
DBM 5 to Papa. Taxi to signature. We have Whiskey 3. Monitor ground, we'll see you.
I think we have information.
Whiskey 3, monitor ground. Thanks for the help. Papa to Papa, good night.
Skyhawk 176, contact Ramona Tower 119.87.
Ramona Tower, Skyhawk 53176. Ramona Tower, good evening, Skyhawk 53176. Information Lima on the RNAV, runway 9, circling approach. We're going to be landing 27.
Skyhawk 53176, Ramona Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land 27, Skyhawk 53176.
Alright, John Wayne, clearance delivery.
It was pitch black when we were here, so I didn't get to see
if my
any
flight plan
of
came in
this,
yet,
even like peek at it, which is a freaking bummer because
still showing no change from the old flight plan.
Pretty gorgeous out here.
John Wayne Tower 172, Charlie Tango, ready for departure on the 201.
Does the AP actually work off the Reality 750? Yes, it does.
Number 172,
yeah, it's finicky. I mean, it definitely it is working to some extent off of the nav. So yeah, it seems to be doing it.
John Wayne, clearance delivery. Did you say on this flight plan there's a place?
Is there a resolution update,
the I-4?
Ryan,
I
on
don't see where that is.
Stream? That's kind of nice.
It's on the web form. You need to file the flight plan through the website.
Okay, what website is that, by the way?
PilotEdge.net.
Alright, thank you.
DBM 0 Fox Tango, I6, results in the pass, taxi to parking via Bravo, monitor ground, we'll see you.
And then Ioida
via Bravo, monitor
is down
ground.
to 2520.
Circle approach Delta 3005, 5 miles final for Long Beach.
Delta 3005, ready to report contact Long Beach Tower 119.4.
119.4, Delta 3005.
3 mile final runway 09.
Long Beach Tower, Delta 3005, 5 miles final, runway 30.
Delta 3005, Long Beach Tower, runway 30.
So there's...
Runway 30, current land, Delta 3005.
I used to be only able to watch at 1080p.
Charlie Tango, contact.
You can choose any res you want. Interesting. Only for the hot streamers? Yeah. That's a lie.
Got departure 172, Charlie Tango at 700 feet, climbing to 2,000.
All right, so we're coming up to minimums, right? About
172, Charlie Tango, climbing to 2,000.
Walker 175, contact.
There's minimums. There's the airport in sight.
35.
Pilot off. Okay, so we're gonna enter left downwind.
Amy SoCal approach Walker 175, descending the Lucky 1, flight level 20.4.
I kept it pretty tight too, because it's, I mean, it spit you out just like right here.
Mike, expect localizer or RNAV runway 27 approach.
Yeah, we do have Mike and we'll expect 27 RNAV approach on 17.
Lights coming on. Cute little Ramona. What a fun airport.
Norma 2 Charlie Tango, turn right heading 330, say approach request.
We had just the perfect spot to eat too. It was nice. And we should probably go nighttime on the way back,
Tango,
right?
turn right heading 330 and say approach request.
172 Charlie Tango, we'd like to do a localizer 20 right.
2 Charlie Tango, expect that.
There's some stuff missing there, at least from here. Oh, there it popped in. Alright, that is not what it looks like. Alright.
Delta 3005, turn right, taxi to your gate via Kilo Charlie, this frequency, have a good night.
Turn right and gate via Kilo Charlie, this frequency, have a good night to you, Delta 3005.
Let's get this thing nice and uncomfortably slow.
November 2 Charlie Tango, turn right heading 015, vector to final approach course.
Right heading vector.
Keep it slow.
2 Charlie Tango heading 015, vector to final.
Turn right heading 015, vector to final.
Just coming in at 55 knots, because by the time we touch down...
500.
Awesome. And there's 65, almost 70 really quick. Jeez. We used all of that runway. Good lord. Has it been that long since I flew this rep pack? Holy crap. Ramona Tower, Skyhawk 53176, clear 27 at Alpha 4. We're heading down to Pacific Executive.
Skyhawk 176, taxi to parking via Alpha, this frequency, we'll see you.
Alpha staying with you, Skyhawk 53176. Strobes coming off. Sweet. Okay, so this was pitch black. Didn't get to see any of it. But the little area that we parked at was pretty cool. Well, I know, but I'm going to talk to him again, so I didn't want to say see ya. I don't want to give him any expectation that I was actually leaving him permanently. I'm coming back. But yeah, we're planning on going back here because it was pretty fun. Back where, and hopefully we'll bring Julia next time so she can see the airport that she did her first solo, her first PilotEdge solo on.
Cessna Skyhawk 204. Oh, fuck.
This is the origin of it right here. Ramona to Palomar. Julia's hilarious landing. Our park job was really funny too. I just like put it right in the middle. I'll show you. This is exactly where I parked. Came right here, and then right there. No parking spot, right in the middle of the taxiway. We just left it right there. No problem. Yeah, so this building back here is not a hangar. It's just like a little building with a perfect picnic table right next to it. All right, now we're gonna go VFR back into John Wayne. So let's switch everything to VFR. Ground is 2165.
Local 175, cleared RNAV, runway 27 approach.
Cleared RNAV 27 approach. Local
165. Remote ground, good evening, Skyhawk 53176. Information Lima, taxi.
Hawk 53176, remote ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha 27, Skyhawk 53176. Yeah, oh, this is some serious immersion. This is even lighter than I had it last night. Almost have the underwing lighting. Do you get the blinking prop with the strobes? No. No, they're pretty shielded from or by the wing. Alright, and we did a little holding short run up here, which we're not going to worry about. Ramona Tower, Skyhawk 53176, holding short 27.
Skyhawk 53176, Ramona Tower, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 27, Skyhawk 53176. Okay, lights, camera, action. The beacon on the Warrior has a strobe in the front.
Southwest
Oh, super cool.
With Fox.
Little like rave. Little rave strobe.
Southwest 1843, Las Vegas clearance, clear to John Wayne Airport. Boach 8 departure, weak transition, then as filed. Climb VAC, departure frequency 125.9, squawk
That's a little better.
23.
Cleared as filed, climb via the SID 5223 in the box, Southwest 1843.
To the back correct. November 2 Charlie Tango, turn right heading 060.
Turn right heading
That's too pitch black. You can at least make out the hills here. And I turned right into this valley. This is gonna look kind of interesting. Alright. Yeah, we had the little underwing lights. There's some, I don't know if you can even see them here. Oh yeah, yeah. Those are lights right there. And when you've got the rear cabin dome lights on, it lights up. It keeps those on, so we had the wheel pants, the strut, and the underside of the wing all lit up the whole flight. And it looked freaking dope. That might be overstating it a little bit, but it looked cool. Alright, fine.
Can we get a radio check?
Loud and clear. Alpha to Charlie Tango, turn right, heading 170.
172, sorry, turn right, 170.
Alright, we're gonna stop at...
SoCal approach, Cherokee 81894, level at 3,500.
Cherokee 81894, SoCal approach, full at altimeter 2985.
Dude, that climbed like crazy.
November to Charlie Tango, 2 miles from Snake, cross Snake at 3000, clear ILS, runway, condition clear, localizer, runway 20, right approach.
Car Tango clear, runway 20, right approach.
John Wayne deliveries, Cessna 54502, IFR to Burbank.
Cessna 54502.
Alright, we're probably gonna have to let this guy
airport
do
to
this
the
thing.
fly, heading 230. Ready access to Seal Beach, then filed. Maintain 2000, expect 4000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3662.
Well,
Burbank,
in other news,
radar vector to
might be flying to LAX on Saturday.
Following 4000, 5 minutes later, frequency 128.1 and squawk 3662.
Frickin' two-ship into LAX. Section landing, potentially 3.
Walker 175, contact Limerick Tower,
So that'll be
118.3.
118.3, Walker
that'll be
175.
interesting. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 3,010 miles west of Ramona.
Hey, bird.
Skyhawk 53176, SoCal approach, do you have a request?
Like flight following back to John Wayne at 3,000, Skyhawk 53176.
Skyhawk 176, squawk 2154.
2154, 176.
Limburg Tower, Walker 1.
Bid Karma, thank you so much for the follow subscription. Sorry, the subscription. Thank you very much, Bid Karma.
Skyhawk 176, radar contact, Palma altimeter 2989.
2989er, Skyhawk 53176. The Bonanza. So Bonanza, me and Brad probably in the Bonanza. The Cirrus that we did the formation flight with before, and then possibly a Diamond. Q might be in the Diamond DA40. Possibly. I also, it would be kind of cool to take that Piper, but getting some 360 shots from the Bonanza, nice and tight with that Cirrus would be sweet. And then Julie and I gotta figure out somewhere to fly this weekend too. we might just do Fullerton, get some breakfast, and then do a couple touch and goes, like at Chino, like do like a little Chino Riverside loop or something. Do a little mini touch and go run. God, this is, I mean, it's obviously a simulator. There's a lot of orange lights happening here, but I mean, this is it. This is what it looked like.
Pull up.
Same exact route. Hello, Fabio Milli. Buonasera. Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Sounds Italian. Welcome. Welcome, regardless if you're Italian or not. Oh.
John Wayne
Parlo Italiano.
4502 ATC, ready taxi with Sierra.
Non c'è di che. Flight Simmer 76, welcome aboard. Yeah, the 750's working, man. It didn't like the approach, but that was probably user error. But yeah, it's looking good so far. Anyone is in there ready to go. Yeah, huge help, Raven.
Welcome 175, taxi to gate via Bravo, monitor ground, have a good night.
Alright, excellent. Bravo, have a good night.
Il mio italiano è molto male. Ho studiato per solo 10 mannaggia. Non lo so.
Biggest ground, Southwest 1843, ready for tacking.
La mia sposa e io ci siamo sposati a Lago di Como a 10 anni adesso.
We're off of Charlie 4. Sorry for the delay. Southwest 1843.
Southwest 1843, what is squawk altitude, runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie, Bravo.
E io parlo così.
Any chance we could have 19
capisco
or left or right?
Southwest 1843, runway 19 left, taxi via Charlie, Golf Delta.
Io canto in italiano.
19 right, or Southwest 1843.
Yeah.
Southwest 1843, runway 19
anni fa.
left.
10 anni fa. Mi piace Anna Tatangelo, la musica. Il mio alarm clock. Occhio per occhio. Il mio alarm clock. Come si dice. We're basically going direct Oceanside at this point. And in fact, that's real. Oh man, Fabio, that just freaked me out, dude. What's up, Iowa? So we were listening to music on the way back. Hugh had his phone Bluetooth to his headset, so I can hear. We were listening to music, and I had him put on Anna Tatangelo as we're flying, and it was like right here. That song came on, Occhio per Occhio, and it was freaking hilarious. Pixie build, yeah. Can the 750 cross-fill to the 650 if both are licensed? Great question. I would say probably not. I don't know how it would actually cross-fill GPSs. I think it probably acts as a second separate unit, like the 530 and 430 in the standard one. Would be my guess. But I don't know how they would actually talk to each other. Yeah. Fantastico. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was Fabio. That was weird. Bailando con la stelle. Tu sai bailando? The 530 and 430 crossfill? Are you sure? I've never seen them talk to each other. Ballare. Oh, vuoi ballare con le stelle? Okay. Interesting. There's a little Oceanside down there. Make sure not to bust any restricted space. Interesting. Well, if the 530 and 430 talk to each other, maybe the 750 and 650 do.
Number 894, squad guide.
Raven is on it.
Tower 119.1.
Squawk Fever and contact Fullerton Tower 892.
Raven, I will say though that the F mod being deleted sounds like garbage.
Tower 54502 and 20 left ready for
It sounds trash.
Cessna 54502, join tower and 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
20 left at clear. Kilo, clear for takeoff 502.
Southwest station for you will find the Charlie to Golf.
Sounds like a lawnmower, listen to this.
At this point, continue via Bravo, Golf, Delta to runway 19 left.
Alright, repeat that again, but you initially gave me...
Yeah, I'll have to go back.
At least that's what it sounded like.
They don't use the X-plane interface. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they just use their own Garmin thing.
Okay, I even repeated after Charlie Bravo Alpha, and you said but anyway, Charlie Golf Delta, Bravo Golf Delta now for Southwest 1843.
Affirmative.
Fullerton Tower, T81894
yeah, I don't know what the
6.5 miles to the northeast with information Kilo at 3,500.
Totally fine not having that
Number 1894, Fullerton Tower, make right base, to runway 24, clear to land.
Just get rid of, just toss this thing out the window, get rid of the weight. That's dead weight. That's dead weight there, son. Yeah, so this was my view on the flight back. Just beautiful. Deleting all those messages. I tried to coax them in getting me vectored or a shortcut over the restricted area over Pendleton, but it didn't work. So that airspace is hot. All right, we'll stay off the coast. No need to yell. Don't get so crazy. Everybody chill. We're not gonna fly into any frickin' cobras. This is just riveting scenery. Let's give us a little tiny bit of light. Oh, there's Pendleton. Holy crap, that thing is lit up.
Number 502, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure.
Damn, that looks cool. That looks really cool.
SoCal departure says at 54502, climbing through 1,700 for 2,000.
Cessna 54502, SoCal departure, ready contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climbing up to 4,502.
Yep, we got it. Airspace alert. We're cold. John Wayne traffic, yeah. Good point. Good point. John Wayne traffic, Skyhawk 53176. We're on an 8-mile straight in on the ILS. It's crazy. This is not X-Vision. No, this is just standard. It's not fully standard. I got Make Nights Great Again plugin, which is beautiful. But yeah, I've tried. Raven and I were having this conversation earlier when he was helping me out with the 750 integration on this. I try to keep this simulator as like clean as possible. So if there's like a plane that I just know I'm not gonna fly anymore, I just delete it. I mean, unless I paid for it, then I don't delete it. But I just try to keep it as lean as possible. And any of those weather plugins, for one, I fly in Southern California almost exclusively, so any realistic weather or shaders or anything, like, it's just going to be clear at a million and blue skies anyway. So I haven't really, in the performance, I've heard bad things about the performance of them, just like they're glitchy and just not great. And I could be wrong. That was not based off of really anything other than some feedback. 28.1 Skyhawk 53176. Do I do cracked planes? What do you mean? ATIS.
Vegas Tower, Southwest 1843, ready to go, 19 or left.
Sierra.
Southwest 1843, Las Vegas Tower, runway 19 left, good for takeoff.
You got P3D, okay.
Clear for takeoff,
have you tried the Orbic scenery? No, I have not. My scenery, I've got like zoom level 18 and 17 in SoCal and 16 everywhere else, and it looks unbelievable. I have not seen anything on the Orbics, and I hesitate in saying this because I know like a lot of people spent money on it, but I feel no desire to download that. Oh, we got Sierra. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, information Sierra 3000.
Skyhawk 53176, SoCal approach, 1A will proceed direct, signal peak, direct John Wayne.
I wanted to request the practice approach ILS 20 right if that's possible, Skyhawk 53176.
Skyhawk 176, expect that, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, we'll expect the practice approach ILS 20 right, Skyhawk 53176. I had my own really good ortho for SoCal. Only benefit of Orbix is the 3D object placement. Yeah, which is great. Like, it's really nice. Like cracked payware planes that you can download for free. Oh yeah, no. I absolutely, yeah, no, absolutely not. If the plane is payware, I buy it every single time. Yeah, it's not good. But yeah, the ground placement. Ortho4XP are buildings and on the ground though. If you're that close to ground, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, so that's what I kind of feel as well, is that I fly in and out of John Wayne, and the building placement seems perfectly fine just around John Wayne. I do have the West Coast building, whatever you call it. I think it's just called like West Coast Buildings or something, and that adds a lot more 3D objects and kind of cleans it up a little bit from the data side, I think. But with the zoom level 18 scenery coming in and out of John Wayne, there's no amount of building placement that's going to make that look any better. And everywhere else, like, I'm not going to be flying around downtown LA. So having those buildings placed appropriately, like I just don't ever fly around there. I just, like I said, I haven't seen anything that makes me think like, oh man, I need to have that. Yeah. So yeah, the ortho has been fantastic, and I don't know. Yeah, there's not enough local building stuff around Orange County, and I haven't even really seen anything around Orange County that looks like it's super awesome either. That's the other thing, is if it was like Orange County stuff where they had, like Fashion Island dialed in, or Angel Stadium, Disneyland, stuff like that. I haven't seen any images of that. It could have it, but I just haven't seen it. I use it for buildings, but disable the ortho and use my own.
Flag 176, fly heading 310, maintain 3000 to above, vector to final approach course.
310, 3000 or above, vectors for final approach, Skyhawk 53176. Whoa, why did it turn so sharp there? This is going to be, the trace on this flight is going to be almost identical to the real world flight. That's so funny. That's really funny.
Robber 894, Cat 9 results with the best. Taxi to parking via Alpha this frequency. Have a good day.
From Alpha to parking 894.
Alright, well, we should be alone on this approach. I don't see anybody coming inbound. That's not 310.
Number 502, contact local approach 134.9, I will see you.
134.9, thanks, 502.
Yeah, Chris Anderson. Yeah. I was telling Julia that it looks like the receptionist from Liar Liar. Do you like my hair? Whatever takes the focus off your head. But yeah, Chris Anderson's probably closer. That also doesn't look like the right. Our track is close though. Sodef07, thank you very much for following. Have you tried night lights and extended night lights? I believe that's what I got. Yeah. It's a little hard to tell, I guess. I don't know.
Archer 5231 kilo.
It looks pretty good to me.
Ground runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
We got a little bit better headlights on the cars down there. It's just so hard because it comes in super dark on stream. So we can just kind of brighten it up there.
Skyhawk 176, turn 10 degrees left.
10 degrees left, Skyhawk 53176. Interesting.
John Van clearance number 786 Romeo Foxtrot, request I3 rating IFR to Burbank 92, copy clearance with 0.
Yeah, Fabio, necesita. PilotEdge e molto necessita. It's unbelievable. I can't fly in this thing without it.
128.1, block 2757 for I3.
Ma'am, can you say again, please? I am facing radio difficulty.
Il mio freso italiano favorato è Mannaggia America.
Ma'am, I'm hearing you fine.
Feels real enough to me with things that dark. The only thing you don't have is the way the light properly illuminates the buildings.
4,005 minutes after departure.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, the ray tracing stuff.
Squawk 2757.
Clear to Burbank, fly heading 230, after Seal Beach, expect radar vectors, then as filed.
Yeah, it would be nice.
2000, expect 4000.
But yeah, it's pretty...
Departure frequency 128.1.
It's just like, SoCal is so illuminated at night, it doesn't really capture how...
Traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction. Altitude indicates 3,200 and climbing.
Traffic in sight, Skyhawk 53176.
Thanks. Southwest 1843, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
Fabio, de dove sei in Italia?
33.2, Southwest 1843.
Il mio famiglia
Traffic.
è siciliano. Where's my traffic dude? Traffic. Where's that guy? Traffic. Genova. Bravo. Almost said me amo. But what I meant to say is te voglio bene. Il Nord. I laghi. Anche sono di origine siciliano. Freaking sweet. How are the flight dynamics in Flight Sim? From everything that I've heard, Raven, and from everything that I also haven't heard, it's supposed to be pretty proper.
Number 54176, gentlemen, delivery contact ground for taxi.
Ti voglio bene anche io. Anche io. So you know, if you're Siciliano, Asse benedica. What is your, in inglese, come si dice Asse benedica? In inglese.
Strong ground number 54176, ACL West Edge, taxi.
Number 54176, gentlemen ground. Runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Bravo, Kilo, hold short for runway.
Alright, we're a little bit west. We're a lot of bit west.
American 559, Los Angeles, Santa Cruz.
Where are we going? Odio non lo so.
Skyhawk 53176, this taxi will take you across final to join from the west.
Roger that, Skyhawk 53176.
Pull up.
Decimo.
786 Romeo Foxtrot, request taxi with Sierra, executive hangars.
Number 786 Romeo Foxtrot.
Jarhead 0514, thank you so much for
Hotel Charlie Kilo.
the follow. Welcome aboard.
Runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Alpha Hotel Charlie, Kilo 786 Romeo Foxtrot.
Ryan, it is...
Carlton
I think
Tower, Archer 5231, Kilo, holding short runway 24, we're getting the pattern.
Block 1.6.
Number 5231.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Everything that I've heard is very promising, and it's not going to be done either. You know, that's an important thing to remember, is that they're not going to ship that thing with you know, flight dynamics that are lacking, and then that's just the end of it. There are hardcore aviation people involved in that development, and they, from what I've heard and been told, they plan on making sure that it's as proper as possible. So I hope that is the case. I mean, I hope it's as good as possible. I don't know what that's going to do for X-Plane. It's either going to kill it or make it better. So hopefully it makes it better. I hope it makes everything better, but we'll see. I have a feeling that it's probably going to be delayed even more. So if you're right now looking to do this, get into flight sim, you're probably fine investing in X-Plane. Maybe don't go out and buy every single plane imaginable, but for something to hold you over for right now, this is probably going to be fine for a while.
Ground 176, 1 short teacher at Kilo.
Number 54176, contact tower 119.9.
Vulcan's going to be great, and hopefully that helps with development, third-party development, because that ultimately I think is going to be what sets the two apart, is which one has the most third-party development, and that's going to come from user base as well. You're going to have the sim with the platform with the larger user base is going to have the biggest third-party support. So it's like which one's going to come first? If Flight Sim explodes in popularity and has this huge user install base, then third parties are going to start abandoning X-Plane and going for the larger audience. So they have to compete right away. But if X-Plane is a lot easier to develop for, you're gonna get planes coming out sooner or more of them, and that's going to help keep people interested in it, I feel like. So we'll see.
John Tower number 786, looking for holding short runway 20 left, ready for departure.
November 76 Romeo Foxtrot, John Tower traffic is a Skyhawk over the departure end of runway 20 right, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
You're getting 130 frames? Good lord.
Say again, 786 Romeo Foxtrot.
6 Romeo Foxtrot, traffic is a Skyhawk over the departure end of runway 20 right, runway 20 left at Kilo, you are clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 20 left at Kilo 786 Romeo Foxtrot.
Long Beach clearance, good evening, Delta 3005, information Bravo, IFR to Salt Lake City.
Alright, let's get some vectors here. Yeah, you're smaller up. Dude, I don't care at what airport.
Delta 3005, Long Beach clearance, I show flight plan from Salt Lake to Long Beach.
Alright, give me just a moment. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'll take some full anti-aliasing.
Pull up.
Number 54176, change to runway 20 left, runway 20 left.
El Patty, thank you very much for following. Welcome aboard.
Clear for the option, 20 left, we'll be keep the traffic flight 116.
Skyhawk 53176,
caution,
right heading
inside TFR.
Right 360, Skyhawk 53176.
Pull up. Pull up.
Captain Hall, thank you very much for following. Welcome. If you are just joining, I'm just debriefing my flight from last night, which was my very first IFR flight. Finishing it up here with the practice ILS for 20 right at John Wayne.
Say again for 31 Kilo.
31 Kilo, you in Mode C, Vale. Flag altitude Mode C.
Well, I don't know what I did for the community, Captain Hall, but thank you.
Okay, understood. Stand by. 31 kilo.
What about Disney? Was that the TFR?
American 559 descend via the Lucky 1 arrival.
Circle departure
Disney
number
looks cool from
786
Tours.
Romeo Foxtrot, passing 1,400 for 2,000.
Number 76 Romeo Fox, that's so-called departure, ready contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Angel Stadium would be cool too.
Climb and maintain 4,000.
Like you get Chavez Ravine in there and you don't get the big A. That sucks. She had you. Yeah, and oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Eugene Ziggy. Yeah, I'm circling around. So the real controller had me enter from the east. This is,
Tower 31 kilo. We've got
I'm not paying for the fuel, so that's fine, I guess.
31 kilo, thanks. Southwest 1843 Los Angeles, Center San Bernardino, altimeter 2987.
Unorthodox.
53176, turn right heading 055.
Right 055, Skyhawk 53176.
November 31 kilo, runway 24, clear for the option.
Runway 24, clear for the option, 31 kilo.
November 54176, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Copy option 20 left, 176.
Long Beach clearance Delta 3005, ready to copy IFR.
Delta 3005, Long Beach clearance clear to Salt Lake City Airport. Zoom to departure, build transition, then as filed.
Okay.
Maintain
so 91.
Departure frequency 128.1.
Get situated with these
5530.
I think. No, that's 91. Okay.
Right, Delta 3005, clear to Salt Lake.
So there's the dreaded 91. That's Corona.
Climb, maintain 3000, 128.1, squawk 5530.
That's Chino.
Correct.
And then there's the 55 right down there. And then we wave to Julia. Julia, we're coming around. Julia, do you hear that plane above you? No, it's a guy. Yeah, it's a guy. His name's Eugene. Yeah, there's only one female controller on PilotEdge. Yup. Man, we're getting like the full ILS.
Long Beach around Delta 3005.
John Wayne traffic.
Information Bravo, where the
Skyhawk 53176, 8 miles.
Ground 3005, Long Beach ground, push on Charlie, tail north.
Push on Charlie, tail north.
He's had it so many times that it probably doesn't bother him. But you're definitely not the first, and you won't be the last one to.
Skyhawk 53176, turn right heading 170.
Right 170, Skyhawk 53176.
November 6 Romeo Fox, actually I noticed that you slammed Alpha. Make that flight heading 290, heading 290 to join Santa Monica 125 radial instead.
Hey, what's up, Verdi?
290 to
They've
join
multiplied,
Santa
dude.
Monica 125 radial 786 Romeo
They have
Foxtrot.
multiplied. It's hard to see with
1 mile from Snake.
the background.
Cross Snake at 3000, clear ILS, runway 20 right approach.
That work?
Skyhawk 53176 is 1 mile from Snake. Cross Snake at 3000, clear ILS, runway 20 right approach.
Crossing Snake at 3000, cleared ILS approach, 20 right, Skyhawk 53176.
November 54176, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
For the option 20 left, 176.
November 31 Kilo, runway 24, clear for the option.
Runway 24, clear for the option, 31 Kilo.
Roger, roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Ontario clearance, Walker 234 with go for IFR to Sacramento.
Crap, did I pass Snake? Yeah.
Walker 234, Ontario clearance, clear to Sacramento Mayday Airport. Sunshine for departure, shaft to transition, and is filed. Climb IVAC,
where am I
14,000.
taking myself?
Departure frequency 135.4.
Caution, TFR ahead.
6273.
Clear to Sacramento via
do I hand fly it?
4, shafter transition, then is filed. Climb maintain via seat, except maintain 14,000. Departure frequency 134.4, squawk 6273, Walker 234.
Walker 234 departure is 135.4, that's 3540, otherwise reback correct.
3540, Walker 234.
Autopilot is coming off. We're gonna go like quasi-visual. I'm gonna still look at the needle, but
TBM 900 Fox Tango, John Lincoln. Clear to San Jose Airport, Hero 3 departure, IK transition, then is filed. Climb VAC, except maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 128.1.
Alright, I have to just pay attention to this, otherwise I'm gonna get so screwed up.
Okay, 0 Foxtrot Tango is clear to San Jose via the Hero 3. Departure IK, transition, climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. Departure 128.1 and squawk 4345 for 0 Fox Tango.
Reback correct. Skyhawk 53176, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
26.8, Skyhawk 53176. John Wayne traffic, Skyhawk 53176. 5 miles, straight in, 20 right. John Wayne traffic. So weird. John Wayne Tower, good evening, Skyhawk 53176. ILS 20 right.
Skyhawk 53176, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 20 right, Skyhawk 53176. Okay, I'll peek just a little bit. Eugene's given. Yeah, I don't think they've finished that. I mean, that literally happened this morning. But it could be, if it wasn't a piston, if it's a jet, that's fine. It's more the single engine piston departure. I didn't hear who it was. Look at how busy the 5 is. What's that about?
Pull up.
That is way busier than we get now. Thank God. Naz0326, thank you
116, traffic is a Skyhawk on a
so
5 mile final to runway 20 right. Runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Jackie 4 Foxtrot Golf, East contact runway tower 126.8. Good day. 126.8.
November 31 Kilo, runway 24, clear for the option.
Runway 24, clear for the option.
Alright, Ryan, have a good one, man. Thanks, dude.
Skyhawk 53176, traffic is a Skyhawk, left downwind, beam to 0 left.
I'm looking out for that traffic, Skyhawk 53176.
Southwest 1843, contact Circle Approach 135.4.
Absolutely, Naz. You're always welcome to join. Holding this nice, and now we're getting in this sensitive zone here.
Over Aston 4000, descending via the arrival.
Southwest 1843, Circle Approach, advise when you have John Wayne information Tango. Expect ILS runway 20 right approach.
Thank you.
We'll expect ILS 20 right approach, and we have Tango, Southwest 1843.
That guy sounds legit as hell.
Long Beach ground, Delta 3005. Information Bravo, pushback complete. We're on Charlie, request taxi, runway 30.
Delta 3005, runway 30, taxi via Charlie Lima.
Nice. Well, that's the first step, Naz. That is the first step. If you type in !Discord, that if you're that new, that'll be a good resource for you, especially if you plan on turning that into any real world flying.
500.
This is, I don't want to jinx it, but so far this is the best hand-flown ILS I've done in this little plane. Oh yeah, it's getting hella sensitive. Alright, so now I'm noticing that more now.
Taxi IFR with Tango.
TBM 900 Fox Tango, joining ground, runway 20 right at Kilo.
Oh yeah, it gets
taxi via Bravo,
super
Kilo.
sensitive.
20 right at Kilo via Bravo Kilo. TBM 0.
We're still not out of it. We're still not below our minimums. There's the minimums right there.
This frequency, we'll see you.
So that's...
Taxi to parking via Alpha, 31 Kilo, see ya.
That's the minimums right there. That's crazy. We're going to keep the 10 degrees of flaps in. Trim. Since it's the rep pack, I am full idle before I'm even at the freeway. That was nice. I will just take it down.
Pull up. Pull up.
Get that stopped in time. Hands 124 124. Thank you so much for following. Welcome.
Tower 176, if we can get a full stop 20 right.
Welcome aboard.
Number 54176, change to runway 20 right, runway 20 right, good to land.
Runway 20 right, 176.
Number 6, Romeo Fox, contact Circle Bridge 134.9.
Taxi and landing light was a little bit.
134.97886 Romeo Foxtrot.
Skyhawk 53176, taxi to parking via Bravo, monitor ground, we'll see you.
Bravo monitoring ground, Skyhawk 53176, thanks for the help.
No problem.
And see ya!
See you.
Yes, Eugene, I love you! He did it! He did it! Oh my god. I'm just gonna taxi off the runway. Oh my god. Whoops. Alright. We made it. We made it. Okay, a little little excursion there. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay. Another freaking tank slapper. I'm going 5 freaking knots, dude. Just relax. Oh my god, that just is the best thing ever. We got a very solid SIA out of Eugene.
Delta 3005, Long Beach Tower, runway 30, close to takeoff.
And I grabbed the clip too. Oh my god. Yeah, the SIA was so epic that I just swerved. I just completely swerved off the taxiway. That's how freaking money it was. Oh my god.
Runway Tower TDM 900 Foxtrot Tango short 20 right.
Turn that off. Of course that doesn't turn off, does it? Can you turn it off? Yeah, does this do they let the screen turn off? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, probably not. Alright. We'll kill it. Oh my god, that is so funny. All right, I have to make sure that I got this. I got enough of this in here. Okay, that's really fucking funny. That's really, really funny. No, I know. It's the avionics switch. That it was a. Got it. So I'm using my SATEC Logitech panel or whatever switch, and it turns everything else off, but not. It's not.
Denver dinner ground Cherokee
It's not here. Okay.
Papa. We are a Papa Alpha 28.
So if I go here, that'll kill it.
Following to.
And then kill the radios on the separate switch. Roger. Okay. That's another quark. Holy crap. We got another one of them. All right, this is so for those of you that joined late, the whole purpose of doing this was to debrief my first real world IFR flight, and we did John Wayne to Ramona on the Coastal Papa 32 tech route, and it was I got a full route, which was great. I had a brain freeze on the actual departure number. There's two departures out of John Wayne that are kind of typical. One is the Hero 3, and then one is the Muscle 8. And I just brain farted and forgot the number. So when I went to read it back, I just said Muscle and knew that he was gonna, or was hoping that he was gonna fix it. So other than that, though, it was a pretty solid. First readback.
For multiple crane Mona.
So here we go.
Joey clearance, good evening, Skyhawk 53176, Information Hotel, IFR, Ramona.
Clean the screen.
53176, clear touch 10 Bowen.
I'll try
Waits faster.
The landing too. I got a 360 camera, but the footage it did not. It died. We put liquid glue on a bee and it died.
I got some nerves.
Yeah, you like it, Max? It helps
like
keep
nerves.
my quarantine hair out of my face. But Julie did a good job on
He's
it.
just going to tell me cleared as filed. I'm like, damn it.
53176, clear to the Ramona Airport, Muscle 8 departure. Radar vectors, Victor 23, Oceanside, Victor 208, Julian, direct. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4722.
Oh, he gave me the full route. Skyhawk 53176, cleared to Ramona via the Muscle departure. Radar vectors, Victor 23, Oceanside, Victor 208, Julian. Climb maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawking 4722, Skyhawk 53176.
Cessna 176 on the readback. I need the Muscle and verify the Muscle 8 departure, not just the Muscle departure.
Yeah, we got Muscle 8 departure, Skyhawk 53176.
176, thank you. Readback correct. Contact tower for taxi 126.82.
Tower for taxi 268, Skyhawk 176, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Muscle 8, and I just like, let's
Thank you. Readback correct. Contact tower for taxi 126.82.
Tower for taxi 268, Skyhawk 176, thanks. I blanked on Muscle 8, and I just like, let's read it, let's get through it.
I knew that was coming too.
Yeah. It's cool that he actually has to say Muscle 8. Very, very cool. Okay, that felt awesome.
Yeah, and then is this takeoff? No, this is run up, I think. Run up. I didn't even bother stitching this together. But let's hear what the takeoff, if there's anything interesting on the takeoff here.
The goggles. Control for the goggles.
Yes.
Okay.
We will. I want to pull a little cabin heat on since the front is fogging up.
Yeah. All right.
You grab the goggles already?
Yeah, they're right in the middle. On the center side.
Cool. Engine is within
No, it's not in the center.
Everything's green. Center line.
For 0 Romeo Alpha.
Airspeed is alive.
0 Lima Romeo.
55.
There goes ACI.
And is it kind of from the departure end of the runway?
Yep. So it's from ISNA, which is our localizer. Localizer is 1,000 feet past the end of the runway, typically.
Okay. So I maintain runway heading until...
Yep. The GPS gives you the mileage right down there on the bottom of our 275. You can see that it's closing right now, and it will get greater momentarily.
Okay. So I'm still out of the cockpit.
System 176, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, Skyhawk 176, yep.
Number 0 Lima Romeo, it's going to be a few minutes from...
SoCal departure, Skyhawk 53176, 800 climbing on the Muscle 8.
53176, SoCal departure, ready to contact, climb and maintain 5,000.
Up to 5,000, Skyhawk 53176.
Okay, so that's pretty. That's that. Everybody.
Be good. Clear over here.
Oh, that's. Hang on. Okay.
For 03, you're 8 miles from Julius, cross Julius, 1,000.
This guy was hilarious.
And what does LPV stand for?
Localizer performance with vertical
2-1 approach.
Okay.
So it acts like a localizer, whereas you get...
This is just all friggin' pitch black. Let's see where we dump out of the approach. I see runway markings.
Ramona traffic, Skyhawk 53176.
Grazie Fabio, grazie mille.
27 Ramona.
I totally had a blank on that when we were briefing it too.
Wait
a second. If we do
this
that
is
now,
this is totally pitch black. This is worthless.
Yeah.
All right. That is worthless. The next flight will be during the day and will be very light out, and we'll have footage. And it could be LAX and a Bonanza on Saturday, and then wherever... Julia! No, she's out. She's gone. She's out of here. I kind of feel like a sunset flight would be pretty fun. I have 4 days left of night currency, and I need one more landing, so that might be a good excuse to go do a little sunset flight with Julia. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this IFR flight debrief. The beginning of it was really interesting, so if you're interested in IFR or just getting into it, the CFII that was flying with me debriefs that flight with me a little bit, and it was very interesting. We didn't get too in-depth into anything. It was more, just how the flight went, things that he noticed, and just kind of a light recap of what we did, which is obviously very, very important to do after any flight, but particularly after doing something new. And I've only flown with him a couple of times, so we just don't have that much experience together yet, flying with each other. But he's super awesome. He's a really, really good CFI, really good pilot. So everything that he said was very interesting, and it's not too in depth. So if you're, looking to just see what the the end of an IFR flight sounds like, check out that, which I'll post probably at some point. So thank you guys, everybody that stayed from Brad's stream. Thank you, Brad M, for the host, and thank you everybody that followed and subscribed today. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be able to get some fun stuff coming out of LAX potentially this weekend, so that could be fun. Have a great 3-day weekend. I'll probably stream at some point during the long weekend as well, so if you're in the Discord, which I'll link here, the little spiel, the little elevator pitch is real world pilots, commercial, ATP, multi-engine, CFII, MEI, real world controllers, all kinds of real world resources for you, as well as every level of experience in sim flying, PC building, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, the Discord would be great. Great resource for you. So if you have Discord, I encourage you to join. I loved instrument flying. It simplifies the LA airspace a lot, which is pretty nice, and we do get a lot of marine layer stuff, so it's not like really heavy IMC with dodging thunderstorms kind of stuff. So the practical uses for an IFR rating around here, other than just the overall heightened precision that it gives you as a private pilot, we'll actually be able to use it and have a little bit more peace of mind leaving on a multi-day trip, or even early in the morning on a weekend, bust out of the marine layer in June and get to where we want to go. So practically speaking, it should be fantastic. Safety wise, it's just going to sharpen all of the private skills. And I can't wait to do more of it, and I've got a lot to do coming up, fortunately / unfortunately, to get to that point in the IFR rating. I need a ton of cross-country IFR hours, and we'll slowly get there. So I didn't have the notifications up on this screen for some reason, so thank you to whoever just followed. If you want to say hi in the chat, I will say thank you. Personally, I apologize that... Oh, there it is. Kim. Is that Kim? It's really small. Kim, thank you very much for the follow. So I think there's a huge delay on the stream and what I'm seeing. So thank you. Anyway, guys, that'll do it. So again, join the Discord if you're interested in any of this crap, and look forward to seeing you guys in a stream very soon. So see ya!